Kate Hudson's Christmas tree completely defies tradition, and her bold, unexpected design choice might change how you decorate forever. The scent of pine needles, the warm glow of multicolored lights, the cherished heirloom ornaments pulled from tissue paper tombs. These are the sacred ingredients of the traditional Christmas tree. It's a tableau frozen in time, a symbol of comfort, nostalgia, and unwavering ritual. But what happens when an icon of joy and free-spiritedness decides to chainsaw the rulebook and reimagine the very concept? Enter Kate Hudson. This holiday season, the actress, singer, and Fabletics founder has unveiled a Christmas tree that is less Silent Night and more a beautiful noise. In a move that has set design aficionados abuzz and purists clutching their pearl baubles, Hudson's tree is a breathtaking, avant-garde masterpiece that defies every convention. It isn't merely decorated, it is curated. And this bold, unexpected design choice might just be the catalyst that changes how we decorate forever. Gone is the predictable spiral of lights. Forgotten are the neatly coordinated balls and bows. Stepping into the spotlight in Hudson's sun-drenched Los Angeles home is a creation that is part organic sculpture, part ethereal art installation. The tree itself, a majestic, noble fir, serves as the canvas. But the medium? A stunning, monochromatic palette of creamy whites, shimmering champagnes, and delicate ivories. The first shock to the system is the textural revolution Hudson champions. This is not a tree that relies on shine, but on substance. Instead of glossy glass ornaments, the boughs are adorned with a collection of tactile wonders. Delicate, dried pampas grass plumes that seem to capture the light, bleached pheasant feathers that tremble with every passing breath, and intricately carved wooden ornaments in abstract, natural shapes. Strings of polished seashells and milky-toned pearls are draped with intentional carelessness, catching the light with a soft, muted luminescence. I wanted it to feel like a walk in a frost-kissed forest at dawn, Hudson explained in an exclusive reveal. Something magical and found in nature, but with a touch of elegant fantasy. I think we get so caught up in the shoulds of the holidays. You should have red and green. You should hang the same ornaments year after year. I wanted to break free from that and create something that felt authentically me in this moment. This philosophy, prioritizing personal authenticity over inherited tradition, is the radical heart of Hudson's design. It's a declaration that a Christmas tree can be a form of self-expression, no different than the clothes we wear or the art we hang on our walls. For decades, the holiday aesthetic has been largely dictated by mass-market trends and familial hand-me-downs. Hudson's tree argues for a more introspective approach. What colors bring you peace? What textures make you want to reach out and touch? What tells the story of who you are now? The impact of this single tree is rippling through the world of interior design. Instagram and Pinterest are already seeing a surge in searches for neutral Christmas, organic holiday decor, and feather Christmas tree. Interior designers are hailing it as a pivot point. What Kate has done is democratize holiday design, says Margot Thorne, a leading LA-based interior designer. She's given people permission to let go of the pressure. We've been stuck in a loop of maximalist red and green or minimalist Scandi for years. This is a third path. It's curated, it's personal, and it's deeply sophisticated. It shows that you can have a tree that is abundantly lavish without being loud. This isn't a trend. It's a paradigm shift. The shift goes beyond color and material. Hudson's tree challenges the very structure of decoration. Noticeably absent are the dizzying arrays of disparate ornaments collected over a lifetime. In their place is a cohesive vision. This doesn't mean she advocates for throwing out family memories, but rather for integrating them thoughtfully or perhaps creating a dedicated memory tree elsewhere in the home. I have a small, second tree in the den that's just for the kids' handmade ornaments and the silly, nostalgic ones we've collected, Hudson shared. But our main tree, the one that greets you when you walk in, I wanted that to be a piece of art. It sets a tone of calm and beauty for the entire home during a season that can often feel chaotic. This concept of the Zen Christmas is perhaps the most compelling takeaway. In a world perpetually dialed to 11, the holiday season can often amplify the noise. The relentless cheer, the sensory overload of flashing lights and blaring music, it can be exhausting. Hudson's tree is an antidote. Its neutral, textural palette is visually quieting. It invites contemplation instead of frenzy. It's a celebration of subtlety and space, proving that holiday joy doesn't have to be loud to be profound. Of course, any act of defiance draws its critics. Traditionalists argue that a tree without the familiar hodgepodge of colored lights and childhood crafts lacks soul. They see it as another example of the sterile, Instagrammable perfection that can leach the genuine warmth from our lives. But to view Hudson's tree as sterile is to miss the point entirely. The soul is not in the object, but in the intention. The hours spent foraging for the perfect feathers, the careful hand-dipping of the neutral candles, the deliberate placement of each element, this process is its own ritual, its own form of love and celebration. It replaces passive tradition with active creation. As we look to the future of holiday decorating, Kate Hudson's tree stands as a beacon of creative liberation. It asks us a simple, powerful question. Does this bring me joy? Not because it's supposed to, but because it truly, authentically does. The answer might not lie in a box of vintage glass baubles. It might be found in a bundle of dried lavender, a string of carved bone beads, or a collection of sepia-toned photographs. It might be a monochromatic symphony in slate blue or a forager's treasure trove of pine cones and moss. Kate Hudson hasn't just decorated a tree. She has started a revolution in a snow globe. And as the glitter settles, we are left with a new, exhilarating possibility that the most beautiful Christmas tradition of all might be the courage to create our own.